Hello everyone. So today we'll be starting with Unit 3, which is Local Government and Administration. The name of Chapter 6 is Panchayati Raj. Okay, so from here. What happens after people elect their representatives? How elections made? How are decisions made? Let's look at how this takes place in rural areas. Here we look at the Gram Sabha, which is a meeting where people directly participate and seek answers from the elected representatives. Now, in the previous chapters, we've discussed what do you mean by a government and what are the different forms of government, whether it's the democratic type of government or the monarch. Okay. So here in this picture, you can clearly see that there are two sets of people, two groups of people. One is here, let's count one, two, three, four, five, 3, 2, 5. Okay. And then you can clearly, mark a difference that here is different and here is different. Here is a bigger group of people. Okay. And here you can see it's kind of a rural setup. Now when we I'm talking about rural areas, firstly we'll discuss that how administration and what is the form of local government in rural areas, मतलब गांव वाले क्षेत्र में कैसे कैसी सरकार होती है और कैसे वहाँ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन काम होता है. ओके, इट्स अ स्पेशल डे टुडे. Everyone's rushing to get the Gram Sabha, to get to the Gram Sabha. Do you know why? Because the Gram Sabha is holding its first meeting after the election of the new Gram Panchayat. So what do you mean by Gram Sabha? The first question comes here. Okay, so Gram Sabha is a meeting of all the adults who live in an area covered by a panchayat. So suppose this is a area. Now clearly it is very important that it's mentioned in area. Okay, so here all the adults, which means who are above the age of 18 years, they all attend the meeting in this area. So this is another area, and these dots are all the adults people of area A and area B. But the meeting of area A will only be attended by the adults of the area A, whereas the meeting of the area B will only be attended by the adults of area B. Okay, so this could be only one village or a few village. Suppose if there might also be cases that if the village is small, then 2 3 villages are clubbed together and then the meeting is taken. So Gram Sabha is simply a meeting which is held. Okay, in some states, as in the example below, a village meeting is held for each village. Anyone who is 18 years old or more and who has right to vote is a member of Gram Sabha. So it's very clearly stated that whoever is above the age of 18 years has the right to vote, can attend the meeting, which is Gram Sabha. The people of Had हरदस हरदस भी बोल सकते हैं. हरदस village are keen to find out what their new panchayat leaders have planned for the village now. So they are the here you can see it, the people have gathered to see that what the newly elected panchayat have decided for the development of the village. मतलब क्या वहाँ के उसके उस एरिया के डेवलपमेंट के लिए क्या सोचा है. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट अबाउट फर्स्ट ग्राम सभा. द ग्राम सभा मीटिंग begins with the panchayat president, who is also called the sarpanch. Now out of these, one person is called the panchayat president, that is the sarpanch, and the members of the panchayat, the panch, all these panch, representing a plan or representing presenting a plan of on repairing the road that connects the village to the main highway. After this, the discussion moves on to the subject of water uh, and water shortages. So here the first, the meeting is done about the road, and then the topic shifts to water and the issue of water shortages. So I'll tell you, okay, the summary here, because I had actually made a video earlier, but that got deleted somehow. So I'm again doing the story part. I had only covered till the story part. I'll from the next page, from the next page I'll read out, but here actually I've read the story, so I don't want to waste time. So here I'll show you. Okay, so these are the people discussing amongst themselves. We've already discussed that how the people decide that, okay, the water shortage problem has to be sorted, and the connectivity problem that connects the connectivity issue regarding the village, connecting it to the main highway. So after this, what happens, they discuss about that there's a method of watershed management which can be built there, because the uh, groundwater level is degrading continuously, and now they need to drill more. And then one person suggests that I've recently been to Maharashtra, and there they practice see, I've marked here, there the people, they practice um watershed management. They construct check dams and tanks and etc. They're discussing the process, and after discussing this, they move on to the next agenda here, which is about the below poverty line. So they're discussing that who all matlab, who which sorry which families have to be put on the list of below poverty line. So the discussion goes on, they're like, okay, this person also has to be put in here. So uh, a name of a person comes up, that this person, they're discussing out the list, and then then the name of a person comes, that this person is also supposed to be is also on the list. Then a murmuring, you can wait, I'll show you. Then a murmuring starts between the villagers, and the murmur is about, oh my god, why is this person in the list? He has a motorbike, he has, all the resources. Why is he supposed to be in the below poverty line when he has a good source of income, etc.? So the other person says that he has a strong connection with the zamindar is a landlord, somebody who owns land, and that is why he's on there on the list. So it is like people who are below a poverty line, means that whose income does not uh, whose income falls below that line, they are grouped into BPL. BPL means below poverty line. So what happens in below poverty line is they are given like free ration or maybe some subsidies etc. by the government. So this discussion is going on. Then they take the name of another Prakash, that another person, sorry, whose name is Om Prakash. They discuss that why is this person not on the list. In fact, he should be on the list because he's poor, and he's more vulnerable, and his source of income is also not fixed. So then the question comes that where was he when the list was being prepared? So the teacher who surveyed matlab ये जो गांव में जाके there's who's they are appointed, and then they go to every house and then they collect data. अच्छा, these members are there in the family, how many children are there, how many adults are there, कौन कौन घर में कमाता है, और किसकी एजुकेशन कितनी. So they collect different thing, and then they this is of what a survey is. Okay, I'm not saying for BPL that is all required. So the person says, the teacher says that when I had gone to Mr. Om Prakash's house, the house was locked, so he was not able to confirm with the with Mr. Prakash about his income and etc. That is why his name is not there. Okay, so this is the summary. I'll tell you, don't worry. Okay, this is the summary from here. I'll discuss this. This is the summary from here to to hear that all the discussion is going on between the villagers, that why this is happening and not why this person is on the below poverty line list, and why not Mr. Om Prakash. So the question is, was there a problem with the BPL list that the Gram Sabha was finalizing? So we've already discussed, yes, there was a problem, because but the person who was actually supposed to be on the list was not there, and whereas the person who could afford and has sources was there on the list. Why do you think Saroj Mal kept quiet when, no, even though Saroj so, why do you think Surajmal kept quiet even though Saroj asked him to speak? So, I told you that two people were murmuring among themselves, but they didn't speak out what was the reason. So, that was only because that the other person who was not supposed to be done on the list, has strong connection with one of the zamindars who has a direct say. Have you seen any similar incidents when people are unable to speak for themselves? Why do you think what that happened, and what prevented the person from speaking? Sometimes it happens that in front of all us also we are stuck in a situation where we're not able to speak due to various reasons. Sometimes we are scared that there's no point of speaking because nothing is gonna happen. Suppose you're in the school, if one of the children has the parents as teacher, then you won't be able to complain. Sometimes the other kids in the class feel that they won't be able to complain about that particular child even if he's naughty to the teacher, because his or her parent is already a teacher in the school, so there is no point, and he'll get easily bailed out मतलब कि not in the sense कि jail वाला bailed out, but bailed out मतलब कि punishment नहीं मिलेगी, and he'll just get a warning and okay and he won't get punished, and he'll just make, and the person who makes complaint will get into further trouble by the teacher also, that the teacher will think that this student complained about my child, and yeah, that happens sometimes. How can gram sabha prevent the panchayat from doing what it likes? Now, how see, gram sabha is a meeting. Okay, what do you mean by gram sabha? Gram sabha is basically a meeting where all the adults of a particular area, I told you area A and B, attended. So just like elections, we choose leaders who represent us. Similarly, we also choose the members of the panchayat, and during the gram sabha, which is a meeting, we tell them that we have issue with this thing and this thing, and that's how problem there is the conflict is resolved. Okay, so I haven't done this. We've already discussed that what is gram sabha. Gram sabha is a meeting which is attended by all the adults in an area, in a particular area, by a panchamalu who attend a meeting by the panchayat. In the meeting of the Gram Sabha, so far, what are the problems that were being discussed? What sort of solutions are being suggested? As I was saying, that they were first discussed about the national highway that connects their village to the um, state, and then they discussed about the problem of water shortage, and then one person suggested that we can work on watershed management. So that is how it goes. So let me tell you a little more about what is a village panchayat, okay? With example, I'll tell you so that it's even more clear. Okay. So sorry. So what does it say? Every village panchayat is divided into small wards. So suppose this is a panchayat. Now we are talking about wards, okay? Now I'm talking, and that is smaller areas. Now this is one, two, three, four, five. Now I'm taking like five. Each ward elects a representative who is known as a ward member punch. The people from this area will select one punch. The area from this select one. Then here one, one, one. There are five. Now, all the members of the Gram Sabha elected are also elect. Now there are five members in total. They also elected, out of these, one is elected as a sarpanch, who's known as like the panchayat president. Okay, the ward punch and the sarpanch form the gram panchayat. Sarpanch and the punch is basically the ward members which are all been selected from here, and sarpanch is one of the people who's also made the sarpanch, that is the panchayat president, who will be the main out of all these people. They elected for a period of 5 years, and the gram panchayat, so they also have, the gram panchayat also has one secretary. Let me tell you, these all are elected by the people. Can you see now, right? They are elected from the people, whereas this, he is appointed by the government. That is, usually there are exams held, which is known as lower subordinate exams in the state government, and then they um, it is through an exams, and then on the basis of the merit list and everything prepared, then the secretary is appointed and then they choose the area. It's a different thing, but I'm just saying the main point is that secretary, which is appointed by the government, it is not chosen by the people, but there's an exam which is held for the position of secretary. So we've to cover this also. The Gram Sabha is a key factor in making the Gram Panchayat play its role and be responsible. It is a place where all plans for work of the Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. The Gram Panchayat prevents the Panchayat from doing wrong things like misusing money or favoring certain people. It plays an important role in keeping an eye on the elected representatives and in making them responsible to the persons who elected them. So as you was saying that, you from in this picture, that there was a murmur going on among the villagers that why is this a person on the BPL list, whereas the other person who was more deserving, because he had little source of income, and other reasons. There was a discussion going on, and then I told you the story. So that's how it works. So next part is the Gram Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat meets regularly, and one of its main tasks is to implement development programs. So they meet regularly. That is the meeting is decided by the timings and all, which are pre-decided for all villages that comes under it. As you've seen it, the work of the panchayat has to be approved by the Gram Sabha. So now whatever the Gram Panchayat, says that this is work to be done, this is a proper, this is a proper logbook. Like I am saying that these are all the pages, right? So similarly a diary is there in which all the entries are made. What was the agendas? They write all the agendas, who all attended the meeting, what was the resolution given if there was a conflict, and what were the schemes. We hear so many schemes like Kaushal Vikas Yojana, or Ghar Ghar Bijli Yojana, or so many Ujjwal Yojana. Then all that it's written in the Gram Panchayat, because see, if all the schemes are there which are given by the government, then at the end it has to be executed at the level of village, right? It has to be executed at the small level, which is done by bodies like Gram Panchayat, and approved by the Gram Sabha, as in the people, that so that no misuse is done, like misuse of power or wrong people are given the benefits. In some states, Gram Sabhas form committees like construction development committees. These committees include some members of the Gram Sabha and some from the Gram Panchayat who work together to carry out specific tasks. So sometimes, even in Gram Sabha, we'll notice that small committees are made, like financial committee or construction activities. They'll say that okay, in this, of course, one of the members, one of the punch is also there, and the Gram Sabha members are also there. And they form a small committee so that it's easier to look after the work which has to be executed and that it is carried out properly. So the two village punch from Maharashtra who were awarded the Nirmal Gram Puraskar in 2005 for excellent work done by them in the panchayat. So here are the two people who were part of the panchayat from Maharashtra, and they've been awarded Nirmal Gram Puraskar because they had done excellent work. Hmm. The work of Gram Panchayat includes, so what kind of work does a Gram Panchayat does? The construction, maintenance of water resources, roads, drainages, school buildings, and other common property resources. So whatever the common property resources are there in that area, example water resources, roads, drainage, and school buildings, then it is done by the Gram Panchayat. Levying and collecting local taxes, toll taxes are to be paid to the Gram Panchayat. Executing government schemes related to generating employment in the village. So you've heard about Manrega scheme, Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Generation scheme, which pays for which guarantees work for at least 100 days in a year, and then you're given the payment amount, that is matlab, amount. Okay, so it assures that right to work. Sources of funds for the panchayat: collection of taxes on houses, marketplaces, etc. Government fund schemes, fund received through various departments of the government through Janpad and Jila Panchayat. So how does the how from where does the go from the sorry where does the panchayat get money? It gets money from by collecting taxes on houses and marketplaces. They cannot just blindly collect taxes, yeah, but rules are there which they follow and then collect taxes, and then they are given funds from the various schemes which have to be executed, then donations from community work and etc. Let's see what the Hadras Gram Panchayat was able to do. Do you remember the option that was suggested to solve the water problem in the Gram Sabha of Hardas village? When the Hardas Gram Panchayat held a meeting, this point was brought up again by some of the members. This meeting was attended by the Sarpanch, ward member Panch, and the secretary. Gram Panchayat members first discussed the suggestions to deepen two hand pumps and clean one well, so that the village would not go without water. The Sarpanch Panchayat president suggested that since the Panchayat had received money for the maintenance of hand pump, this could be used. For completing this work, yeah. The members agreed and the secretary recorded their decisions. The members then went on to discuss the options for a long term solution. They were sure that the Gram Sabha members would ask questions at the next meeting. Some Panch asked whether the watershed program would make a sustainable level to sustain substantial difference to the water level. A lot of discussion followed. In the end, it was decided that the Gram Panchayat would approach the block development officer and get more information on the scheme. So I told you about the meeting which was being held, and they were discussing the various issues, and one such issue was the water shortage. And one of the Gram Sabha members suggested the watershed management as a solution. So then they said that they would approach the block development officer to get further information on the scheme. What decisions were taken by the Gram Panchayat? They decided firstly to dig another well and clean one well. One was to deepen two hand pumps and clean one well, and then they could after that so that if that is not one is not working, because it will go under maintenance. So but then they should have the other option also for drinking water. Do you think it was necessary for them to take these actions? Yes, it was very necessary, because if there's no source of water, what are people going to drink? They'll die. From the above description, write down one question that people could ask of the panchayat in the next Gram Sabha. So they could ask that, okay, how is the progress going on? What did you decide? Did you meet the block development officer? What did he say or she say about? And what were the other options? They can ask so many questions. Watershed management has transformed this. Can you see here? Watershed management has transformed this barren slope to a green meadow in just 2 years. So this is a watershed programs, that is, I think that's done somewhere else. They've shown it as an example that how a barren slope was transformed from here to here in 2 years time. Now we'll study about the three levels of panchayat. After reading about what happened in Gram Sabha and the Gram Panchayat in Hardas village, you can understand that the Panchayati Raj system is a process through which people participate in their own government. The Panchayati Raj system is the first tier or level of democratic government. The Panch and the Gram Panchayat are answerable to the Gram Sabha because it is members of the Gram Sabha who elected them. Just like the same applies that when we form the government is formed, we elect our leaders through election. Same way, they also have been elected, chosen by the people of a particular village. The idea of people's participation in the Panchayati Raj system extends to two other levels. One is the block level, which is called the Janpat Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti. Janpat called the Janpat Panchayat or the Panchayat Samiti. The Panchayati Samiti has many Gram Panchayats under it. Above the Panchayat Samiti is the District Panchayat or the Zilla Parishad. The Zilla, sorry, wait. The Zilla Parishad actually makes development plans at the district level with the help of panchayat samitis. It also regulates the money distribution among all the gram panchayats within the guidelines given in the constitution. Each state in the country has its own laws with regard to the panchayat. The idea is to provide more and more space for people to participate and raise their voices. So every state might have different rules for the gram panchayat, but of course, yes, the basic concept, the basic ideals remains the same. Ask your teacher to invite any of the elected persons, such as a panch, sarpanch, or member of the janpad or jilla parishad, and interview them about their work. So this is the activity you can ask your school teacher maybe. So I'll tell you one thing. Okay, wait. So firstly, we discussed that we discuss this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. Okay. Now I'm telling that in the Panchayati Raj there are three tier. One is the level of village, okay, where we discuss that there are many there are what and how you know panchayat is elected by the people. Then we have Janpat. Janpat is basically 4 5, okay, 4 5, or it is at the level of block level, which is called like Janpat Panchayat, which has more than one panchayat, okay. Panchayat Samiti, it is also called Janpat Panchayati or the Panchayat Samiti. Then now these are the two tier. Now the third tier is the district panchayat or the Zilla Panchayat. Okay, so now it's going like this. We have Gram Panchayat, sorry. We have Gram Panchayat, then we have Janpat Panchayat, then we have Zilla Panchayat. This is at the level of district, then this is a club basically of all the Gram Panchayat, okay. And Zilla Panchayat, of course, is at the level of district. What So these are some of the questions we can discuss. That what problem did the village? What was the problem? Of course, the water problem was there, which was solved by giving the watershed management solution. Okay, then is the importance of gram sabha. Do you think all members should attend? Of course, it is for the all members of the gram sabha should attend, because it is for their benefit. The development schemes which are going to be given to the villages, it is going to benefit them, and the roads and the construction which is going to be done, it is going to benefit them. So yes, they should attend. So what is the link between gram sabha and gram panchayat? So gram sabha, are the people are all, see, this is gram sabha, all the adults who are above the age of 18 years and have the right to vote, whereas the gram panchayat is all the five, 1 2 3 4 5 elected people to represent this area. Along with that, we have um, secretary who represents gram panchayat also has the, of course, they have the sarpanch, the punch, and the secretary, okay. So the next thing which is here is read the following news item. Nimon is a village on the Chofula Sirur road. Like many others, this village has also been facing severe water shortage for the last few months, and villagers depend on the tankers for all their needs. Bhagwan Mahadev Lad of this village was beaten with sticks, iron rods, and axes by a group of 7 men. The incident came to light when villagers brought a deadly injured lad to hospital for treatment. In the FIR recorded by the police, lad said that he was attacked when he insisted that the water in the tanker must be emptied into storage tank constructed as part of the water supply scheme by Nimon Gram Panchayat so that there would be equal distribution of water. However, he alleged that the upper caste were against this and told them the tanker was not meant for the lower caste. Okay. So this is been adapted from Indian Express May 1, 2014. So why was Bhagwan beaten? So there was in his village there was shortage of water, and he said that when that the water in the tanker must be emptied into the storage tanks. So when there was a shortage of water in his village, so when a water tanker came, he said that it should be emptied out into the storage tank, which is which would supply water to uh, the Nimon Gram Panchayat, that is okay, the entire village, so that there would be equal distribution of water. Fair enough, every person should get equal benefit of water because it's for their village. However, some of the upper caste, people who upper caste men in the village said that the tanker was not meant for the lower caste, then it won't be, so that is why you don't have access to it, or maybe the some or other things would have also come up. So that is why he was beaten when he said that no, it should be emptied out in a common property resources, but the upper caste men didn't agree, so he was beaten. Do you think that the above case is the case of discrimination? Yes, it is a case of discrimination, because you cannot be discriminated only on the basis of your caste or gender or a race. You cannot be discriminated only on that base. Find out more about watershed development and how it benefits an area. You can google up what do you mean by further on Google. What is the method of watershed development and etc. We didn't cover much about watershed because this is a social and political book which discusses the issue of a society, basically about the social and political life rather than the science factor. So that was not more important in this book. But yeah, we've completed chapter 5, and still then we'll see you we'll cover the next chapter in our next class. Till then, take care, and yeah, be happy. Bye.